Why watering jade plants matters. Unlike many indoor houseplants that enjoy steady moisture, jade plants are succulents, plants adapted to store water in their leaves and stems. Their survival strategy makes them drought-tolerant and forgiving of occasional neglect. However, it also means they are vulnerable to overwatering and poor drainage. Many problems seen in jade plants, yellowing leaves, soft stems, root rot, leaf drop, are caused by excess water rather than drought. Getting watering right transforms jade care from anxiety to delight. This guide focuses on practical, repeatable steps you can take to ensure healthy, long-lived jade plants. Jade plant basics, growth habits that affect watering, before we talk about frequency. Understand features relevant to watering, fleshy leaves and stems. Jades store water in their tissues, so they can go longer between drinks. Slow growth. Mature jades grow slowly. They don't use as much water as fast-growing tropicals. Shallow root systems. Many jade plants have a relatively shallow root ball, so soil dries differently than deep-rooted plants. Seasonal dormancy. Jades grow actively in spring and summer and slow down in autumn, winter. Watering needs fall accordingly. These traits mean jade plants prefer infrequent, deep watering into well-drained soil, with dry periods between waterings. The golden rules of watering succulents, apply these to jade. Water thoroughly, then let soil dry out. Always water until it runs from the drainage hole, then allow complete drying before watering again. Use fast-draining soil and pots with drainage holes. Without drainage, even careful watering can cause trouble. Adjust frequency by season and light. More light and warmth, more water needed. Cool, dim conditions, less, avoid standing water. Never let the pot sit in a saucer filled with water for extended periods. When in doubt, wait. Slight underwatering is less harmful than overwatering for jade plants. How often should you water a jade plant? Schedules and context? There is no single answer. Frequency depends on temperature, light, pot size, potting mix, humidity, and time of year. That said, here are practical rules of thumb. Active growing season, spring-summer. Water every 2 to 3 weeks for medium-large plants in bright indoor light. Smaller pots or very warm, sunny spots may need water every 10-14 days. Slow season, dormancy, autumn-winter, water every 3 to 6 weeks. Sometimes only once a month or less if the plant is in cool. Low light, very small pots, seedlings, cuttings. These dry out faster and may need water more often. Check moisture frequently. Outdoor plants in pots, warm climates. Might need water weekly in hot summer, but only if soil dries fully between waterings. Key point. Always base watering on the soil moisture rather than on the calendar. Use sensory checks, finger test, moisture meters, weight method described in the next sections. Seasonal watering, spring, summer, versus autumn, winter, spring, and summer, active growth. Plants are metabolically active, producing new leaves and expanding the root. System, higher light and temperature increase. Evaporation and plant water. Use water more frequently than winter, but still. Allow full drying cycles. Fertilize. Lightly in spring and early summer. Fertilization. Increases water demand slightly, autumn and winter, slowed. Growth dormancy, cooler temperatures. And lower light reduce transpiration and water use. Water sparingly. Many problems come from continuing a summer watering schedule into winter. Indoor heating can dry the air, which may slightly increase watering needs. Still, be conservative. Potting mix, pot choice, and drainage, the foundation of correct watering. Getting the growing medium and pot right is half the battle. Best potting mixes for jade plants, cactus, succulent mix. Commercial mixes are formulated for drainage and are an excellent starting point. DIY mix, 2 parts indoor potting soil plus 1 part perlite or pumice, plus 1 part coarse sand or grit. Optionally, mix in a small amount of coconut coir for structure, but avoid mixes that hold too much moisture. Pot choice drainage holes, non-negotiable. Plants in pots without drainage are at much higher risk of overwatering. Material: terracotta, unglazed, dries faster due to wicking and is often preferred. Plastic pots hold moisture longer and need more careful watering. Size: choose a pot only slightly larger than the root ball. Overlarge pots retain excess moisture and can hide overwatering problems. Saucer: tips empty saucers after watering. Never allow the pot to sit in standing water. Use a shallow pebble tray if you like the look of a saucer but want to avoid standing water against the pot. Base 7. Step-by-step watering method. How to water properly. Follow these exact steps every time you water to avoid common mistakes. Step 1. Check moisture using the finger test. Stick your finger about 2 to 3 cm or 1 inch into the soil in multiple spots. If it feels dry at that depth, it's time to water. If it feels cool and moist, wait. Step 2. Lift the pot. Weight test. With practice, you can learn the dry weight versus wet weight of your pot. A light pot usually means dry soil. Heavy means wetter soil. Lift gently to check. Step 3. Inspect the plant visually. Look for signs of stress: wrinkled leaves, soft stems, yellowing. If the plant appears stressed and soil is dry, water. If the plant looks soft and soggy, don't water. Diagnose for rot. Step 4. Water thoroughly. Water slowly and evenly around the soil surface until water flows freely from the drainage hole. This ensures deep wetting of the root ball. Step 5. Let excess drain. Fully. Place pot in a sink or outside and allow to drain for 10 to 30 minutes. Then return the pot to its display saucer and empty any collected water. Step 6. Wait and observe. Monitor for several days. New watering should result in plump leaves and stable stems within a week. Frequency adjustment. Repeat the moisture checks rather than following a strict schedule. In hot, bright homes, expect more frequent waterings. In cool, low-light homes, much less. Signs of underwatering versus overwatering. Diagnostic checklist. Understanding the differences is crucial because the remedies are opposite. Overwatering indicators: soft, mushy or translucent leaves, especially near the base. Yellowing leaves that may fall off easily. Blackened, mushy stem base or brown-black rot near the soil line. Foul, musty smell from the soil that remains wet for weeks after watering. Roots that are brown, black, and slimy when inspected. Underwatering indicators: wrinkled or shriveled leaves. Leaves may look thin and puckered, dry. Crispy leaf edges or leaf tips. Brown, papery leaves and general brittle texture. Slowed growth with no new leaves in growing season. Ambiguous signs: leaf drop can occur from both. Check soil moisture and stems to decide. Pale, weak growth may be nutrient or water-related. Check both. What to do if you overwater. Step-by-step recovery. Overwatering is the most urgent problem because it often leads to root rot. Follow these steps immediately if you suspect overwatering. Step 1. Stop watering immediately. Stop all watering. Do not water again until you've completed inspection and any corrective steps. Step 2. Gently remove the plant from the pot. Tip the pot and gently ease the plant out. If the pot is broken free by suction, run water down the sides or tap gently to free the root ball. Step 3. Inspect roots and soil. Healthy roots are firm and pale, white or tan. Rotten roots are brown, black, soft, and may smell foul. Step 4. Trim rotten roots and affected tissue using sterile scissors or a knife. Cut away all mushy, dark, or rotten roots and any soft stem tissue. Remove any yellow, mushy leaves. Step 5. Clean and treat, optional, lightly dust cut roots with sterile horticultural charcoal or cinnamon, a mild antifungal. You can also dip in a fungicide if rot is severe. Step 6. Refresh the potting mix and pot. If the mix is very soggy and foul, replace it with fresh, dry, succulent mix. If the pot is heavily contaminated, wash and sterilize it with diluted bleach. Rinse thoroughly. Step 7. replant, and allow to callus plant the recovered root ball in fresh, dry soil, just covering roots. Do not water immediately. Wait 3 to 7 days to let wounds callus and reduce rot risk. Step 8. Resume conservative watering. After the waiting period, water lightly and only when the top inch of soil is dry. Gradually resume normal watering schedule as the plant recovers. Step 9. Monitor watch for new. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content about creating a beautiful and positive home, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, happy planting and may your homes be filled with good fortune. Bye for now. Thank you for watching.